you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Yay, happy Friday to you. I hope that your morning is going well. We got through the week. We are here. I know it's close to Christmas. It's just the first weekend for us. We are having a good week. Yesterday I didn't film anything. You did get a video of us doing the Christmas tree, but yesterday Greg and I did our Christmas shopping, so we had a full day out. It was so nice. I was like, he's like, honey, do you have your camera? And I said, I don't even need to film today. I'm like, we can just go solo, you and me. So we had a great time. We left in the morning, picked him up at the shop after Lauren got here, and we went shopping. Went shopping for, like, him and I, like we usually do our, like, he'll take the kids. He likes the insanity shopping. I do not. I'm like, Amazon, can I buy it on Amazon? Sure. So him and I go, like, I got him a few things and then looked for myself and got a few things, and then we picked up a few gifts that we wanted to get, like for Secret Santa, and a couple that we were looking for that we didn't find for the kids. And we went out to lunch. We had Hot Dog World, and I had my first, I think it is my first patty melt. Oh my goodness. Greatest tasting thing ever. I love Hot Dog World here. Southern slaw dogs. Ugh, just too, they like we are from Michigan, so we have a Coney dog, like the Detroit Coney dogs. Those were my favorite, like before. But now that I moved to the South and I've had a Southern slaw dog, ugh. We went back to Michigan for Lauren's shower, and we had one, and I'm like, nope, doesn't even compare to the Southern slaw dog. So I love that. So every time I go, I'm like, oh, give me 2 slaw dogs. That's my hookup food. Well, then I've been eyeing the patty melt, and I'm like, and Lauren's talked about it, she's like, it's so good. And I'm like, like, you know, switching. I usually like the same thing. I do like to branch out, but like I have to know, like, I don't want to be disappointed. And so I got it, and does not disappoint. Great. So I enjoyed a patty melt. So my next thing I want to try is like a Reuben. Like, I've never had a Reuben. I've never, like, I like sauerkraut. I like that mustard. I've never had corned beef. I know I haven't. I can't get over the pink color. I know it's not raw meat, but I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna branch out. Maybe next time I'll try the corned beef. And so Lauren's like, I don't think you like it, Mom. It's just got too much meat. And then Matthew's like, it doesn't have that too much meat. It's great. Lauren's like, Mom, you'll vomit. She's like, I can't do that. But I feel like it would be really good. So I'm gonna have to branch out and try that and just get over my fear of red meat looking food, but we'll see. Anyways, that was my delicious food. So we did that yesterday. Came home. I don't think Lauren took the kids. They went shopping, which it was so weird. We were in the mall, and like we saw the kids like came running towards us when we were shopping. I'm like, that's so weird to see your kids out shopping, you know, when you're not with them. And so they had a great time. They got all their Secret Santa, all their gifts for the weekend for everybody, and things they have to do because they have a couple little get-togethers with friends and things like that. Just things they had to buy for everybody. And so she got all that done, took them back to their house, wrapped the gifts. I'm like, great. One more check off my list that I don't have to do. Thank you, Lauren and Matthew, because Matthew did too. So they had that, had a great time, brought them home. I think we got back here about 5:15, and she pulled in right after me. And so we came in, we hurried up and cooked some boxed macaroni and cheese and some chicken tenders in the air fryer. We ate, we sat for just a few minutes. Grandma sent a box and pulled it out. We got a new elf friend over there, like over that Jensen just does the elf. So there's some stuff over there. So Grandma sent a new elf. I don't even know what she called Elfie. Somebody, not sure what his name was, but anyway, so Stephen was just thrilled, beyond thrilled, because you know he loves his elves. And so Jensen did that last night. So they opened that box, got that, and I'm like, all right, I finished putting the ornaments on my tree. I still need to get a Christmas star, but I'm like, I don't know, do you really need a star on your tree? You don't. And so I might not until someone says, you need a star on your tree. So I might just leave that. I have one more box of Christmas ornaments. I have a little bit of garland left. My door behind me here, I have a napkin. I want to put the garland around it, put lights, and then hang some Christmas bulbs. So I think I'm going to do that this weekend. We'll see. I'll film it maybe and show you, but then the boxes can be gone and all the Christmas decorations can be put in the garage, which will be nice. And so we did that. And what else? Then we had church, and it was just a great time. We came home and we're like, okay, kids are tired. They're ready. They're probably sleeping today. And so I'm like, I gotta get up and do stuff. And so I got up and I did a little bit more shopping. I had to get a couple more gifts. I know, a couple more. There's always somebody to buy for. No, specific. I wanted ones, and I got it ordered. And then I'm like, I need to get moving. So today is going to be Gather Your Fragment Friday. So what I'm going to do today, this video you saw that it was sponsored. It's not sponsored, it's a product review. I understand why YouTube does it, so people don't get watching and go, oh, are they promoting that, or are they just is it just an item. So I get that. This product is not sponsored. It is a free product review. And so I have one of these. I like it. I got this and I was like, oh, I'll share this. So I'm gonna let me show you what it is. Food dehydrator. This is the Combs food dehydrator. We have the air fryer from them and the ice maker. Good company. Now, the funny thing about one of these, like I've wanted one of these my whole life. Like back in the day, I did a lot of canning, and a lot of people are like ask me, you should do canning. I did. When my older ones are younger, I did a lot of that because we had a lot of farms by us. We had a Mennonite community. I was able to get a lot of produce and a lot of things for really inexpensive. So I did tons of canning because it saved us a lot of money. And I always wanted a dehydrator, always, but they were so much money. Like they were like $400 or $500. And I was like, I could never afford that at that time because we had a lot of little kids. These things are come down in price like hugely. Like this one right here today, the reason why I'm sharing it, because I was like, oh, do I need a dehydrator to share? I do. You know why? Because they're giving you a 40% off code through the 15th. So this right here is like $120, which is ridiculously cheap. And it's the wrapped oven. So that's a lot of dehydrator. Like you can get those round ones for cheap. They just don't dry as well as this will. So I'm gonna do this today and show you. We're gonna make some jerky. I got some flank steak. I want to try homemade jerky. We're going to do dehydrated marshmallows. Yes, we did apples last year in mine, and I still have some left. I'm actually going to make little potpourri balls for Christmas gifts to like neighbors, things like that. And so I'm going to use those up for that. But today we're going to do marshmallows and jerky. Probably the marshmallows first and then the jerky, because I don't know how that will work together the smell wise. So I also did liver treats for my dogs last year. Oh gosh. It just stunk. It stunk so bad. I did it because I think you can look back at video in the summer I made it, and it was so smelly. I was like, ugh. We put it outside and those cats were like around that thing like crazy, but ooh. But they were good. I mean, the kids like it was just dehydrated liver. Ugh. But we're gonna try dehydrated beef today. I bet you that will smell a whole lot better. But I wanna do the marshmallows because we have like the little mini marshmallows you can get. They're like, think of like in Lucky Charms cereal. You can get them at the store, but they're like $4 for like a little tiny container. So I'm gonna do a bag of small ones and show you what it actually amounts to. And then the kids will have it for hot cocoa. It'll be great to add to Christmas. Cocoa packs for, give away to people and stuff like that. So that's my goal today. So thank you, Combs, for supplying me with your dehydrator. Not sponsored, just supplying. Good company, they're awesome. They've been great to work with this year. Very thankful for it. So we're gonna do that today. So I'm excited for that. And I don't know what else we're gonna make today. I was looking, I don't know if I'm gonna do so. I might do a little treat or something. I haven't baked or done like treats since Thanksgiving, which we're fine. But I might do like popcorn, so we have some of that to snack on. But I might make something sweet. I just don't know what yet. So I'm gonna get the wheels turning while I'm making food and getting it ready. I know we have some leftovers in the refrigerator I gotta pull out and make some things with today. We're just gonna see how our day goes. So are you guys ready for a surprise day of I don't know what Amy's gonna make? Yes, two things, jerky and marshmallows for sure. Two things go together, jerky and marshmallows. But everything else, I just don't know. So, all right, let's get going. I'm gonna put an earbud in. I'll talk to you as well. Listen to some stuff. I got a whole playlist on my, do you guys, like, I don't get to listen to my stuff, like watch YouTube. Usually when I lay down for bed, boom, I'm asleep. So I usually, during the day, will flip through, and if I see somebody's channel I wanna watch, I'll click to download it. That way my internet has a chance to sometime at some point in the day find a reference point of internet and download my videos so I can watch my videos at night. Because I didn't realize, my husband was like, how is your video working? And because it'll sometimes just spin all the way long, and I'm like, oh, I download them. And so there's just usually not any signal where we're at sometimes at nighttime. So I watched a few this morning that I caught up on, and then I'm like, okay, so I've been listening to just a few that I want to catch up on. There was one with Carrie Underwood and her husband. It was just a quick interview, a 10-minute video called The Wrestle. That was really good. So I watched that. Megan Fox Unlocked, I had her video on there, and so I watched that one today. And then I also listened to The Daily Connoisseur, Jennifer, The Daily Connoisseur. She had one on intermittent fasting Q&As, which is really cool. So I listened to that today as well. So I do listen to others. Those were just the few that I had. I'm trying to get anybody else. Oh, alarm. Those were just what I listened to this morning. So I've got other things I've saved. I'm just waiting to hear them as the day rolls on here. So I'm gonna put in my earbud and listen to them. Open this up, we're gonna get it turned on. get the marshmallows ready to dehydrate. That takes a few hours, I saw. You can also do it in your oven. I'll share all that as well, but we're gonna do it in here just to show you how great it is. All right, let's get going with our Gather Your Fragment Friday.
You tonight. Together we...
Okay, what's great about this, I have one of these, but I just have the racks. I only have one tray that you can like put something like a piece of plastic on. This actually, look at all the pieces they give you. They give you 4 of them. So that's gonna make it great.
Crazy, we can put out the lights. Together we can go, we can go. I look straight in your eyes, and everything is so hazy.
Okay, I know something I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do marshmallows on these. Look at these, got 4 of these, which is awesome. And then they have a fruit roll tray. Like I said, my last one just gave me 1, so this is gonna be great. I'm gonna pour applesauce in here. Anybody else remember apple fruit roll-ups? I grew up eating those. I've not seen an apple fruit roll-up since I was in elementary school. We made some a long time ago. It's kind of, we made them in the oven on parchment paper, and then we just sliced them and rolled them up like a little fruit by the foot roll, which is awesome. But I'm gonna do them in here. I'm gonna take my applesauce, add a little bit of cinnamon to it, and then put it on here and let it make it into leather. So see, again, we're just gonna make that, coming up with creative things to do, but this is great. Like, look at that. It's gonna work. Oh. There we go, there's the door. How good is that? All right, so let me go get my stuff. I gotta flip laundry real quick and I'll come back and we'll start preparing this. All right, let's keep looking through this. I'm like, this is gonna take all day. So I will film all this part today, dehydrating, and then tomorrow, since it's Saturday, I'll be able to film what everything looks like afterwards, because it takes a long time to dehydrate. You can do it in your oven. It just means your oven stays on for a long time. I used to do this in my oven and just put on like 180 and just leave it overnight, let it do its thing. It does do the job. So I'm actually gonna put marshmallows on here, mini marshmallows, and just, you wanna make sure that they're not touching and that they're separated. So that way when they do dehydrate, they don't stick together. So we're just gonna spread them out on this liner here. I'm gonna do a few, as many as I can, then we'll put them in the dehydrator.
It is just you and I, and everything is so, so call me out, baby. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more. You're one of a kind. Nobody's breaking your spirit. You're looking so fine. Nobody's breaking your. You're keeping up with steps I take, so we just dance alone. Yeah, we dance like no one's watching. So call me out, baby.
All right, that took forever. Where's my kids that like to do small detail? But I've got 4 racks of marshmallows, that's good. So now I'm gonna just pour my applesauce. My applesauce is super sweet. I'm not worried about having more sugar to it. I'm just gonna pour it into these pans, sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, kind of swirl it, and then just set them in there.
So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the...
All right, so now since I have like 8 hours for my dehydrator, I thought, what am I gonna make? I'm like thinking through. I looked at my refrigerator. I have a chunk of ham still left. We ate all that ham. Oh yeah, they did. So I'm thinking, I have breakfast burritos I pulled out from the freezer, but I'm thinking I'm going to, in my cast iron over here, chop some of this up and fry it with some onions, and then I'll make some eggs over in the other one for when they do wake up, they can have like poached eggs with, so they are poached eggs, yes. poached eggs, over easy eggs with ham if they want. I want some onions. I think that sounds good. So I'm gonna mix that up because that'll be breakfast. We have breakfast burritos. We have a lot of freezer things still, so I'm not really gonna make too much breakfast stuff for the weekend, but I'll make this and we can have it tomorrow too. I'm gonna make some rice up in my pressure cooker because I'm gonna do some haystacks. That was some food that I have left over. I always forget to rinse my rice, and so I just remembered to rinse my rice. That's what I'm gonna do a few times to get the cloudiness out of there so it's not clumpy. All right, I'm gonna put a marinade together for my beef jerky, get that going. So I purchased, actually stir fry, it's beef bottom round steak for stir fry because it's nice and thinly cut, so I don't have to. I looked between this and like London broil and I was gonna chop it myself, but I'm like, this is already cut, it's gonna work. So I'm gonna put this in here and I'll put the recipe on the screen that I add to it. All right, so I just added a little bit of what was this stuff called? Steak sauce, because I just had a little bit in there. So I'm gonna add soy sauce. Found a recipe online, it's about a half a cup. You're just gonna soak this in the refrigerator. You can do it overnight. Last night as I was going to bed, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, I need to get this ready. But this one just says you can put it for like an hour in your refrigerator. So I'll mix it up real good. I'm gonna add soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, pepper, onion, and I've got that, remember this, the steak rub we used on the turkey? I'm gonna put that in here. Oops. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I've got my meat marinating. Oh, I'm watching my video here. Large family baking day with the best chocolate zucchini bread ever. I think I'm going to get a little kickstart onto Christmas baking because I want to bake something, but I don't. Hold on. I don't put my own recipes on the screen. I know. I understand why people put links to things on their videos and do all that, and that's awesome. I think when I'm filming every single day, it's kind of hard to do that. It would be okay if I just did like every other day and then worked in between. And then I was like, am I hard on myself? But I did watch another blogger and she was talking about doing a voiceover and stuff, and she says those videos take like 2.5 days. And she said she would never be able to do that with a 40-minute video. And so I thought to myself, okay, so doing a 40-minute video every day is a lot of work. I gotta give myself grace to get it done. I'm paying attention to myself right now. I should have put the whole recipe on the screen and I didn't. So I put it on as I added it. Sorry people, I understand your pain. Get the pen and write it, right? So I'm saving this one because this was a really good zucchini bread, and I bought, instead of doing, I keep adding, instead of doing like not real zucchini, fresh zucchini, I used this last time, the frozen zucchini, and this was great. It was super moist. So I'm gonna do that too because I know that that is what I used last time. So, all right, I think I screenshotted everything I added. I have to watch my own recipe to know what I gotta make. So I'm gonna mix this up in a big mixing bowl, make it in small little bread pans, and then freeze it, wrap it up with plastic wrap, freeze it, because we have neighbors. We have people that I go, oh, I need to take a gift, like my librarian. I might go see Ashley and be like, I need to bring you some chocolate zucchini bread. And so it just helps to have this stuff on hand. Plus we love it, and it's a great thing to make, and I'm gathering fragments because it's something I have. So I'm going to do that right now while my meat is marinating. I'm not too worried about, there's a little bit of brown sugar in there, but that's okay. We will use this up because we're gonna have a lot of baking to do. So I just filled this up because this one's done. Okay, let me keep adding. Little frozen. I was gonna put it in the microwave and I'm like, no, it's fine. Let it thaw a little bit. I'm cracking myself up because I'm watching my own video. Doing the mess everywhere. Watching my own video making it, and I'm like, that zucchini, yeah, don't put it in frozen. I was like, oh, it's fine. No, that was a little too much, so it's good. And then the cinnamon, I'm like, I forget, or not cinnamon, chocolate cocoa powder. It doesn't always mix in when it's cold, so I have to add the flour and all that. So I'm watching my video to see everything I gotta add to it. So, all right, let's keep adding that. This is taking longer than expected. To clean as I go unless I'm doing a huge baking day, and I just say, all right, let's just make a big giant mess. Since I'm not doing that, I'm just wiping everything as I go. This is good. I gotta add my chocolate chips to it next. All right, later on, I'm gonna add my beef jerky, the raw meat. I'm gonna put it on my racks and go put it in the dehydrator. All right, that gave me 4 racks of jerky or meat. I think we're all gonna be surprised at how little this makes. This was about $20 worth of jerky, $20 worth of beef. And so I think when you go to buy jerky and it's so expensive, it's like $7, $8 for a tiny little bag, you're gonna know why, because this is gonna shrink back down. Even though I have 4 layers of it, it's probably gonna do 2. So I'm gonna go put this in dehydrator for another 8 to 10 hours. All right, I'm the only one that smokes their food at 9 o'clock in the morning, but again, I want to get done in this kitchen for the weekend. So this is a huge bag of marinated chicken. We have a lot of lettuce in the refrigerator. We can make salad. I should do some hard-boiled eggs, but I won't. This will be great for salad for this weekend. I think I'm supposed to wait till it, does its thing. I'm just hurrying getting it done. All right, so that's gonna be on 250 right here. It's gonna be cooking away. I like it nice and tender, and it'll be great for salad or plain. So let's go back in. It's not too bad outside. It feels a little chilly, but not like awful. All right, so we have a little bit of flatbread taco meat left over right here. So I was like, what can I do with all this? So I think I'm going to actually gonna make like layer it like a haystack. So I'm gonna put this in the bottom of the casserole dish with a little bit of refried beans, and then put my rice on top, and then I'm just gonna heat it up in the oven. Then when we have dinner, they can put cheese on it and then do all the toppings. I'm just gonna leave the cheese off just due to Jaden. So it's just putting it together instead of making it on their plate. So that was the haystack. The other one was the Salisbury steak meatballs we made. You put them in a casserole and heat them up. They will more than likely get eaten versus just sitting in the refrigerator. So that's gonna be dinner, probably lunch today, which will be fine. So along with chicken, whatever they wanna have. All right, so I've been, like, kids got up, we had breakfast. I'm kind of gathering fragments. I got soup going here. I'm gonna cook that because the potatoes, I froze them. Remember before the potatoes they were raw. I'm getting the dishes washed. I've cleaned out my refrigerator. There is like nothing in my refrigerator, but I'm not gonna go huge. I know I have enough meals. Like if I look at my calendar up there, I think I have almost to the week of Christmas for dinners. So I'm not gonna worry about going too much shopping for dinners until Christmas because we'll have all the family, all that fun stuff for Christmas food. So I don't want to like bog it down with freezer meals for Christmas because we'll be having special stuff. So I'm just boiling some water. I decided, don't mind my mess here. I saw, these are my towels, I gotta put in the dirty laundry. I found this little cheese in the refrigerator, so and I have cheese here. I'm gonna make macaroni and cheese to use that up. So look, at refrigerator's empty, which is good. We had a little bit of chicken last night. Somebody might eat that with rice. This will be for macaroni and cheese tonight. But I put the pickles in one container. There's a little bit of bread. There is some of that and salsa I'm gonna put up here. And there's like, look at nothing, breakfast burritos. We got some of those. Milk, and I got salad. I've got veggies in there to eat up. This is like, we're looking empty, but we've got so much food. I'm not worried about that. And then I kind of cleared this one out too, because look at the freezer. Bang, full. Full. The other freezer, full. So this is all the leftovers. Is that rice, the haystacks. This is the noodles. I'm gonna put some elbow macaroni. I always put a lid in this, I just did not. There's ravioli, I'm gonna heat that up. This is gonna basically be what they want for lunch. The macaroni and cheese they can have. If we don't eat this, I will give this to the kitties. I know, but we've had it for a week. This, I'm gonna bake in the oven and cook it because I like squash. Nobody else does, I don't think. Steven used to, I just have not made it in many, many, many years. So I'm gonna bake this for myself to use up. Our bread is cooling. My house is a disaster, but we're gonna get there. I decided, I was like, I'm gonna make this video be not just gather your fragments, but clean house, a little decorating with me, my last decorating, that kind of thing, because I don't think there's a lot of food. I was gonna make popcorn. I just don't know. Some days I just feel like being in the kitchen. Today's not a day to feel like being in the kitchen. I just feel like being done. It's only 10:30. That's okay, right? Like, it's okay. I don't have to love being in the kitchen all the time. So I open my windows because I'm like so hot in here. I've got the dehydrator going. It's probably adding a lot of heat in here. So I'm just gonna put in this little pan right here, put the noodles over there to boil, and then we're gonna put the little fragments of cheese in here, and then we'll have a really good mac and cheese that we can bake for the weekend. That's how it works, because there's plenty of other stuff we can throw in. Like chicken we can put in there. Oh, the chicken, I forgot the chicken, the smoker. We have that still. So enough food. Like, that'll be good. All this little stuff I made will be lunch and dinner. Or lunch and dinner. And then if you want to have chicken, they can have chicken. And then well, I can have macaroni and cheese tomorrow will work. We can have soup Sunday after church. There's just plenty to have. So it's going good. All right, so I'm going to continue cleaning up. Kids are going to help with cleaning and chores, all that good stuff. Along with gathering fragments, I'm cleaning up. So I started cleaning up over there. I filled up our ice machine. Once in a while I stop using that and haven't used it for a while, but we're gonna be needing extra ice this weekend. So I turned that on, clean it up, put my bananas in their container, and I have a few. They're getting brown, so they're gonna go bad, but I've got some I'm gonna put in containers so I can freeze those. Look at Maxine. She's like, I am tired, Mommy. I've got this box I want to finish up for my Christmas stuff today, and I got a new rug I want to put outside today as well. Let's go check her chicken. I love Maxine. She can be in a dead sleep and look at. She's like, I'm coming out to see you. I'm gonna go see Ruby. I need to get outside. You know when you're cooking in the kitchen, you're just like, oh my goodness, it's 5,000 degrees. It's a 5,000 degree day. It just is because I have my those dehydrators going. So I'm done in the kitchen. I'm finished. I'm like, you know what? I told the girls, I'm like, I was gonna do popcorn. I was gonna make some popcorn balls, but I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do any of that. Oh, look at the chicken. This is probably almost done. I'm gonna use my fingers. Can I do that? Probably not the best. Ruby's like, I will touch it. Use some tongs. I just don't want to go outside and go get any. Yes, pure lazy. So these are going to continue to cook for a little bit more. You can use your fingers. It's not that bad. Ah! That one is. Hey, Ruby. Are you doing good? Where's Maxine? Maxine, where are you going? She's like running up the mountain. So chicken is good. So the dogs. Oh, careful the cord. So we're good. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna start cleaning up a little bit. The girls are gonna do the chores. Like they're gonna do the bathrooms. The girls. I say girls, but the little boys did too. The little boys. And I say girls. People are like, don't you include your boys? Like Evan has his own work he has to do on here. I don't tell you guys what Evan does. He does all our trash, all our yard pickup, and Jaden will help too with that. So they're gonna do that. He'll do that when he gets up for the day, and then he works later. That's why he's sleeping in. And then the girls, meaning Jaden and Brooklyn and Autumn, because they're older, like preteen, teenager age, they can do a little bit more work than the littler boys can. I can put the little boys on stuff like, you know, picking up and stuff, but they don't do jobs like we do. So eventually the little boys will be up there and they'll be doing the same kind of work, Ruby, that the girls do. I just always say girls, so people are like, is that what you're, it's just the age, that's all. It's just the age of who I have doing it. So the girls are gonna come, they're gonna do the bathrooms, downstairs and upstairs. They are gonna put dishes away, and that's Autumn's job. And then we are gonna pick up, we're gonna run the vacuums, we're gonna put all the laundry away, fold the towels, and they're doing downstairs. And then I think they gotta come outside and kind of pick up outside a little bit. So it's gonna be good. We're gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna clean the table off. I have a bunch of stuff on my table I have to put away. So yeah, so I'm gonna go do that right now. Real fast, I got this in the mail from Tammy. It says, I hope you can use this. If not, maybe one of your girls can. Keep up the good work making videos. I really enjoy them. So she sent this apron. And it says, sweet, nice to meet you. So I thought that was super cute. So I will put this in my pantry here, and the girls and I will use it. It's a little bit smaller for them when we do some baking. So thank you so much, Tammy. What do you got? Super kind. All right, let's continue cleaning this up. We need a big rug for our door here because everybody walks in and gets dirty. So this one will work, I think, down here. I think the last one will be scratched. I would like to have the nice little deck with all the decorated stuff, but I have too many animals and that would never work. So this is good. I'm gonna do my garland today. I'm excited to put that up. So, all right, keep going. James, please, one. I'm gonna chop all the lights off of my garland so I can hang it over my door. Jane's leaf blown. I don't think that's too bad. I was gonna do around the wreath, but it was just not working around the wreath. Ooh, it was not working around the wreath. So I think I'm gonna decorate it now and see how it looks, but I might leave the wreath up. I just moved it down a little bit, but I think it's fine. I think that looks good. So let me just hang ornaments all over it. I have like no hooks. I gotta find see if I got some ornament hooks. Yes, always buy ornament hooks at the end of the year. Throw them somewhere so that you remember you have them. I have these in my gift wrapping box. Thank goodness, because I'm not ornament hooks. So this is good. I'm just gonna keep working my way around. This is an easy, good way to decorate.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Like the doorway. How awesome! Look at it. That wasn't anything. That was just all. That was a Goodwill. I'm not even done yet. A Goodwill garland. Ripped off the lights from it and just hanging up the lights. And plastic ornaments. Easy.
Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strange prolong?
Alright, is anybody else going, no more bulbs, Amy, or telling me where to put them? I think it's pretty good. This side needs to be like fluffed out more. I need to get my, I need to put some screws in the wood. I'm definitely gonna have to reinforce it. The tiny screws are really small, so.
What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your happy song. Glow.
Okay, that works. I think I'll keep it. Lots of green. All right, now I'm done. This box, I'm gonna leave here and have Evan take it down the garage for me. I'm just gonna go look for a couple screws just to screw in, just to make that really good, because I feel like if we have some gale force winds, it's gonna, you know, come off the thing and I'll have bulbs everywhere. 'Tis the season for glitter. I'm just gonna dump this a little bit out.
Gloria in excelsis Deo.
I got almost a whole half-gallon bag of jerky. Not bad. It's just, it tastes like a little bit spicy, like a peppery. It's really good. I've got one more piece that was a little bit thicker. I just left that in there, but the jerky is done. That only took 5 hours. That took about 5 hours on one. Next scene, 175. So jerky's done. I got this off the grill. Kids just came out and had lunch. We had the noodles, and I put the ravioli. Marshmallows are still going, and so are the applesauce. All right, this mama is down in the kitchen. We just had and cut into the chocolate zucchini bread. So good. So I cut, I wrapped up some that looked better with plastic and tinfoil, labeled those, put those in the freezer so that way I can give them as gifts. And then the other ones, I just put a couple in there for us. So jerky, awesome. Jerky turned out really good. And I've got, let's see, for food-wise, I have chicken in here. We brought up some applesauce. And then here's potato soup. That'll be ready for Sunday. There's macaroni cheese. We just had the noodles and meatballs. For lunch, I put this little piece of meat because it's thicker in here and maybe like it dry out. We'll do haystacks tonight. The squash is just gonna be in here low cooking. That's fine. I'll take it out eventually. And little ravioli sauce. Cleaned up the kitchen. All the chores are done. Shutting the lights off. We're waiting on the this stuff over here. I might have to just insert the clip. This has got 3 more hours. These are like, oops. These are just like chewy or crispy. Like, watch, ready? So they're still kind of chewy right now. They're not ready. They're almost there. So I'm gonna let them dry a little bit more. This, nope, that's still gooey. This one's almost there. You can touch the top of it. It's gonna take a long time, overnight for sure. But I'll insert some clips here at the end of what it looks like. So if you guys want to get one of these from Ella Combs, it's 40% off. All right, so if you guys want to get one of those, Dehydrators, it's 40% off right now through the 15th. It's a great little Christmas gift. Maybe someone that does hunting, maybe get a deer and then can do some jerky. That'd be really good. It's raining outside now. Raining. So I got all these little, I like this. This looks cute. I think that looks really great back there. So I'm gonna go. I will insert at the end what the marshmallows look like and what the fruit roll-up stuff looks like when it's all dry. It'll have to be probably tomorrow, but I'll work on today's video, getting it finished. So I hope you enjoyed it. The cook with me, gather your fragment, and also decorate a little bit with me, clean up a little bit with me, just what we're doing today. So I'm done. This mama's gonna be finished so I can go sit and enjoy a little bit of rest of my day today. So I thank you guys for always watching, and you have a fantastic rest of your day. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow for Abundantly Blessed, and then again on Monday for another day in life. All right, we'll see ya. Bye. All right, the marshmallows turned out. These are so good. Look at, these are like little burned marshmallows. Anybody else love burned marshmallows? Delish. I made a whole bag of marshmallows, keeping a sealed bag.
Of angels praise, Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we